Hey, it's Kaylee. You know me as the Parts Girl, and I work here at PartsEdge. Thanks for following this awesome journey as we highlight thought leaders and trailblazers, share best practices in fixed ops, and cover success stories of how dealers sell more parts and service. This is the PartsEdge Podcast with Kaylee Felio.
Welcome back to the FixedOps Roundtable. I'm Ted Ings. We're here in Dallas, Texas at the Snell Motor Company, and I'm here with a great colleague and friend of the FixedOps community, Kaylee Felio from PartsEdge. Kaylee, welcome to Dallas and welcome to the FixedOps Roundtable.
Thanks for having me. Always happy. This is my first time meeting you in person, which is pretty amazing.
We've done, Kaylee and I have done panels for a number of years, right?
Probably 4 years.
Yeah.
As soon as it went virtual, I think, whenever that was.
And you know what? Since that time, Kaylee has left a great impression on the entire FixedOps community. So if you don't mind, talk to us a little about some of the resources that PartsEdge offers dealers, some of the things that you are able to offer.
Well, one of the main things when I came into the sales and marketing role was just further providing education and support for parts managers, because everything I always heard was they just got thrown into the position. And not literally, but they were a really good counter person that became the parts manager because the other parts manager retired. And one of the founders, well, both founders are absolutely amazing, but Chuck Hartley was just a resident parts expert, did so much for Dealer's Edge. And I just furthered that along and just making sure that we create content that helps them in their day. And I hear it every single day, like a podcast episode or one of the webinars we've done just helped a parts manager be better. Like they didn't think about some of the things that we talk about. So
in the early days of the FixedOps Roundtable, people would contact us after the event and they would say, that was a really good event, but most of what you talked about was service. There wasn't so much on the parts side. And I think you have helped shape that and change that because you've put the focus on the, not just parts, but the people in parts. Mm-hmm. Talk to us about why you focused on the people, why that's so important.
Because parts managers typically get left alone and I think they do typically like that. But I think that I just wanted to bring it to the forefront. They should be part of the conversations when they're part of the leadership conversations. It brings everyone together and real change happens. So that was one of the things. And I was frustrated that every time I would see something online, they would say FixedOps. And I'm like, well, all you're talking about is service. You're not even talking about parts. So I wanted to change that. And that's all we do at PartsEdge. We focus on one really good thing and do it really well. And we're not trying to be everything to everyone as far as that goes.
The dealership that we are at today, this is one of your clients, Snell Motor Company, mm-hmm. and we're about to do some segments. We're going into the parts department. Talk to us about how long they've been with you, how they came to you, and some of the things that you do with them.
Well, it's one of the great stories because Sean, the parts director, he worked with us for a very long time at another location. And when he got here, there was a lot of things that he really needed help with, and he reached out and we got in and it was great. So I think we were just talking about this. He worked with us probably since 2008. So long time relationship. And that's a lot of our parts managers. When I look at how many, we're working with, there's a lot with 10, 15 years that have been with us over and over again.
Do you see a lot of dealerships where you have older established parts managers and then other dealerships where you have like a new kind of parts manager coming up?
Yes, yeah, we have such a variety. And that's where I get kind of the most frustrated sometimes when I'm talking with parts managers who are seasoned and they say like, oh, this sounds like a great thing for new parts managers. And I'm like, we work with some of the top parts managers in the country running massive operations. I'm like, it's not just for new parts managers, although it's a great thing for new parts managers because there's so many new ones coming in. There's a lot of people retiring. Yeah. The growth in the last couple of years, lots of new parts managers, and you have to give them the support because they're managing one of the largest investments in the dealership, and you really think about it.
And you've often compared to the used car inventory to the inventory the dealership carries in parts. So I give you a lot of credit because that's really opened a lot of eyes on a lot of general managers. Kaylee, finally, what's next for you? What's next for Kaylee Felio? You've started to leave your mark on parts and it's grown and grown. I'm just curious what's on the horizon.
I've been with PartsEdge for so long. I feel like it's my company. I mean, I didn't found it, but I care so much about helping and really creating the brand and growing the company. And it's very exciting. It's such a challenge. I think that's what I love most about it is it's such a challenge to open the eyes and like put it out there. What's next for me is I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I have the podcast. And I feel like my role is sales and marketing director, but I'm also business development. I'm strategizing on the vision and everything. So I don't really know what that title is, but I'm excited for the future.
All right. Kaylee, we're excited for you as well. Thank you for all you do for the industry and moving parts and fixed ops forward. Okay, so
Thank you.
Kaylee Felio, everybody, from PartsEdge. She's with us here today. We're in Dallas at Jaguar Land Rover, the Snell Motor Company, and we'll be right back.